And whoo, wow, we got a heat wave out there, 10 degrees across western New York, some snow in some other spots, and this winter weather has got me thinking comfort food. And Chef Binks, he's back this week with a great idea. You said that this is enough to feed your family, including 3 teenage boys.
3 big teenage boys that love to eat. 9 degrees, you hit the nail right in the head. You know, I oftentimes say, oh, this is one of my favorite things to cook, or this is something that I do all the time. Yeah. Literally, when the weather's like this, I am cooking this type of food 3 nights a week. This is a great one.
Inexpensive but delicious. You're not going to skimp on the flavor.
No, absolutely not. And that's what it's all about. It's about developing flavor when making a pot roast. The American favorite. It's a traditional, but yet I get a ton of questions on what are the right techniques. So I'm going to walk you through it rapid fire, sort of open up my playbook to what I do, because I don't think of chefs when I think of like pot roast.
No, you think of like grandma.
I talk to my aunt and my grandmother about how to make a pot roast. I don't talk to other chefs. This is really, really simple though. First thing, you do not want to start off with a really expensive cut of meat. You don't need it. This is the beauty of this dish.
Get one on sale?
Oh, absolutely on sale, or in inexpensive, tougher cuts of meat that have good marbling and fat content are a great way to go, like a chuck roast. What you want to do though, and this is so important, is to sear off the meat.
So don't just throw it right in there.
No, not right in there. That's the number one mistake. And with the vegetables as well, while we're on that subject, not just the beef, but the vegetables and everything to go along with it. You want to sear that off in a black cast iron pan. That's my personal favorite. Make sure you have adequate ventilation in the house, or you will smoke out the end.
This is a scary sight, me wielding a
That's a big heavy-duty pan. It like works so well though. Some high heat, stable oil, not something like butter. You're just going to create a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
Sear this off in the pan with a little bit of kosher salt and black pepper. I like to use very, very, very simple. Then start layering heaviest items on the bottom and work your way up. So things like potatoes, those don't need to be seared off, but if you're going to use parsnips, obviously celery, carrots, whole cloves of garlic, get those in that black cast iron pan, get them seared off, and start layering up. Now you can do this in a Dutch oven. I don't know why you would. There's a computer built into this thing.
It's easy.
This thing costs like $50, and it's amazing. I can cook up to a 6-pound pot roast in this type of thing. Push a button, 8 hours later, you have pure magic on the dinner table.
And slow and low is the key here.
Absolutely. If you are going to cook in a Dutch oven, think a 250, 270 degree oven for 7 to 8 hours. If you're going to do something like this, I like to go the low or medium high temperature. Again, still 8 hours. Brussels sprouts are not off the menu. Again, as long as you sear them off and caramelize them, you may have to layer some of these softer items in halfway through, but you're certainly going to be fine.
And the wine?
Wine
is that for us?
Wine. Now this is it is not for us. This is something that I would use every single time. Don't flash it off in the pan though, like when you're doing your chuck roast. Yeah. This can go right in because that slow cooking process will cook off all of the alcohol and the unwanted flavors. Yeah, get all that flavor. Really something exceptional here.
Yeah, save yourself a glass too, because in weather like this, Kevin, you could use a nice little adult beverage to warm the insides a little bit.
100% in.